Yes, I know. I know. I know. I missed yesterday. Yes, I know. This was supposed to be tomorrow. Yesterday. I know. Let me explain. I had to take care of some college stuff. I had to take care of personal stuff. And just last night, I was just not feeling it. I was just not like. I think I got a little sick and then I just slept it off. But anyway, welcome back to part 5. Um, like, comment, subscribe. I love it when y'all post about it or share it, or even the views go up too. So I love that. So, part 5. Let's see, fuck. I think I left off around January, February-ish. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was definitely February. Around February-ish. Sorry, I had to check. It's been 2 days. So February. Let's see what happened. Uh, I had my first. It was my 18th birthday on February 13th. So what we did is we celebrated at my apartment. I just invited just like close family members. Uh, Not really friends. I didn't have friends. I do have friends, but not really. I just didn't invite them. The only thing I did was I invited Kat. And so we celebrate my 18th birthday and say, oh, happy birthday and all this stuff, happy birthday to you. Then that's really it for February-ish. And then the allegation, the Victoria case was got canceled. Well, they didn't find any evidence, nothing like that. It's just another backlash of what happened in the first semester. So everything went well. Everything went well. Band. I just did my band stuff. I just focus on that. Focus on getting into colleges. Finalizing all my papers for colleges that I wanted to be in. So around March, uh, me and Kat had this really like kind of serious talk because it was gonna be around, oh, what we gonna do for graduation? Like after graduation, are we gonna still be together and all that stuff, right? And so I basically, this was my fault for saying this, and I realize now it kind of tempted or caused the reason why we even broke up in the first place is because we had this not really argument, but I was just making jokes, like little jokes here and there, be like, oh, that girl's cute, but I just want to see what her reaction was, right? And she was like, if you can get any girl you want, what girl would it be? And I'll be like, it will be you, right? And then she was like, what happens if we don't make it? I'm like, what you mean? She's like, oh, I thought uh, you wanted to stop dating when you go into college. At this point, I didn't know what college I was going to get into because I already put all my papers in. I already submitted all my documents and everything like that, test scores and all that stuff, transcripts to, I think I did 6 schools. And and then like a month later, probably April, is when I got confirmation that I got 2 acceptance out of 6. One was OU and one was UNT. Full scholarship for everything, for full ride basically to UNT. But I didn't feel like going to UNT, so I picked OU instead, as you can tell. So you always have to rep it. You always have to rep it. So me and her had this deep conversation saying, "Oh, I'm we're pl- I don't really do long distance, so it will be better if we just broke up right before I move away." And then she like, all right. And then she got very sad, and I told her it's all right. Like I will still be your friend. I will still do this and all this stuff. We can still be, kind of like friends with benefits or whatever, or just really close friends. Or if you really need me, I'll be there for you. I will still love you. I will still love you how you are. Just, you know, I'll be 2.5 hours away compared to literally 2 minutes away, 3 minutes away from you. So she understand that she took it hard, but that's how it is. And I really deeply regret that because in probably a part or two, probably part 6, part 7, when I make those, that's when it's gonna get really toxic and really just emotional, just really the meat and potatoes of why I made this series. So what happened was I told her that, so it made a impression, and it just led her to think, oh, we were going to break up anyway, so might as well not to do that. So this was March. So March came, I had UIL, not really anything going on, just band. Uh, when I see the coaches here and there, the two main coaches, they give me this weird look, but I don't give a fuck about that, like at all. I just ignore them and say, in 4 years, I'm gonna make 5 times as much as you are right now. So be hating, and you'll still be hating. I don't really care. So I had URL. We did. Damn, I'm probably skipping a lot of materials. So let me let me think real quick. Oh yeah, I do remember. Uh, it was kind of my fault, and the school kind of played me of just holding me of just my elective in Texas, especially in Texas. I don't know if I have viewers uh Oklahoma. I don't know if you watching this from like a different state or a different country. I don't know, right? But in Texas, you have to have two you have to take 2 classes of a foreign language. So for example, freshman year you will take like Spanish 1, and then sophomore year you take Spanish 2, and then you'll be done for your credits for foreign language. So if you don't know that I have just dyslexia, I I can't really read well. I can't really um, basically I can't process as fast as reading or basically reading basically. And also I switch my numbers around. If it's like 2643, I'll say 2634 instead of 43. It's just little small things. But it's not really noticeable. Only when I'm like really stressed or like really into the grind, then I'll mess up or I'm multitasking and all that stuff, right? So, back to what I was saying about the Spanish. Freshman year, they put me in a dyslexia class, which is only for a semester. I only did it for a semester. So for foreign languages, it's both semesters. It's not one semester long class. It's both. It's full year. It's a full year class. So I couldn't take anything. And so instead of that, they put me, I think, entrepreneurship, I think, or a some type of business class. I remember. And then sophomore year, I didn't do it, just because it didn't fit my schedule and all this other stuff. And then here's kind of the fucked up plan of my counselors and basically Foster Ridge. They don't really like, because we're teenagers. Like we don't know what's best for us at that moment. But they're adults. They're wise. They're all this stuff, and they know. Oh, you should do this instead of this. So junior year, I didn't do anything. I didn't do a foreign language still. So, goddamn, what is this? I don't know. I'll worry about that later. So, senior year comes around. Way before, my counselor told me, you don't have any foreign language credits. You need to get those 2 credits to be to so you can graduate, right? And so I was like, damn, y'all for real hold me like this. All right, whatever. So I made an agreement with my counselor that I was going to take a third party class, an online class. It was provided by Texas Tech University, which is very horrible. I do not recommend it at all. I do not like. If you want to take it, go ahead. You'll be in hell. They don't do shit right. They don't communicate right. They don't do anything right. And I kind of got in a little trouble because instead of my goody goody side of my student side, I showed my for real side, and then they got all pussy. Not even that. They're just hating, and they're just childish. And then they contacted my principal, and then I got slightly in trouble and all that other stuff. La la la. So I do not recommend if they still provide it. So that's what I did. So I was supposed to do the first semester. What do you call it? First semester of Spanish 2? No. Yeah, because I took, oh yeah, I took Spanish 1 junior year. Of course, I can't really say if I did it or not. Just I passed, right? Just that's the most important thing. I passed, right? And so I had to have a Spanish 2, but literally it could not be in my schedule. If so, I will have to quit football, which I should have in the first place. And then all this would not happen, right? So I did that. I did first. I was supposed to be his first semester of senior year do the first semester of Spanish 2 and then second semester of Spanish 2 to get the credit, right? So all this stuff came, right? I was dealing with all the backlash, all the rumors, all the hatred of my name, and I was really thinking of moving because of all this stuff, but I just hang in there and just did it. I just say, you know what, Jacob, fuck it. You just have to uh, face diversity. That's the real world, right? And as you can tell right now, like if you say anything, you'll get in trouble. Or if you say something, you might get killed just because of your opinion. That's just how it is, right? So I was like, yeah, it's might as well as get used to this and just it's my last year, just move on, do your stuff, get to prom, graduate on time, and then yeah, that's it. Which in the case it didn't happen. So I told you before I was supposed to do the first semester of Spanish 2. Well, all this happened, so I didn't get to do it. I was into a whole different stuff of drugs and all that other stuff. I'll get to that later in parts, which is gonna be very interesting. And this is where also the the bare metal of this thing is because not really people know me as doing all this stuff. A lot of people say, "Oh, Jacob's a druggie and all that stuff." No, I just had a really tough past. Nowadays, like 13, 14-year-olds doing crack, doing LSD, which is fine, I guess, but I wouldn't do it until I was 18. But anyway, so I didn't do it, right? I did some, and then yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm not in the position to do this at all. So I told a friend of a friend to help me with it, which she did. She did probably like 80% of it, and then 20% I did, right? Just saying, I plead the fifth. You might know I did not do it, or I may did. I may just did it just to, troll you and just, you know what I mean? So because I actually did my part, I did 100% full of the course. So if you get what I'm saying. So the friend did all this, right? Helped me, thank God, right? In my situation. And then I forgot that the first part you have to do these voice things, right? I didn't know of the time, right? So I thought I was done of the first semester of Spanish 2. So when January came around, my counselor was on my ass. She was like, "Why didn't you finish this and all this?" I was like, "What you mean? I did finish it." And she's like, "No, you didn't. Like, it says you still have to do certain parts." So I was like, "What you mean? Like, I can show you right here." And that's when Texas Tech blew it off. They didn't communicate with me at all, and we had this big stressful moment of months, literally 2 or 3 months of this. So I didn't do the second part right, and I was procrastinating, and because all this allegation stuff of my name just really drowned me, right? Just fully drowned me. And so I just told myself I'll do this later, which it never happened. And then my counselor told me, yeah, if you don't do this right now, you may not graduate on time. And so with me, if you don't know, I have two older brothers that they both didn't finish high school. And so in my family, in my mutual family, me and my dad, all my brothers, only my parents finished high school, but that was shit like 70s, 80s. I don't know what class they were in, but yeah, I will be the first son of them to actually graduate from high school because my oldest brother got someone pregnant, and then senior year he dropped out to provide for his family, and then my second oldest, he went to Foster Ridge. They all both went to Foster Ridge, and so Foster Ridge is in my blood. My oldest brother was the first class ever to do Fossil Hills, stuff, the banner, the mascot, and everything like that. And get this, they were also the first class to go into Foster Ridge because back then it was only Keller High School. That's it. And then like Fort Worth ISD schools, my bad. And so he picked the mascot of Panthers and wrote out of his class of the other mater, sorry, and then the fight song and all these other stuff, right? The colors of the schemes of the football and all the school colors. So he did all that stuff, and so yeah, second brother, kind of the same. He was dating a girl at the time. I think they met when he was barely he's barely gonna be a senior, and the girl there was they're high school sweethearts, so they're still married to this day, which is really blessed. I thought me and my ex was gonna do that, but I guess it didn't work out, if you can tell already. And so basically the same scenario happened. He met her when she was a freshman and all that stuff. Very similar to my stuff with the cat and all that stuff, right? But he just didn't find school fun. Like he was the class clown, he was the bully, he was the drug he did drugs. Both of my brothers did drugs, right? Way early, like back like in the 80s, 90s, right? When they were teenagers, right? But my second brother did not like school at all. He was a bully, he was a drug dealer at the time, he was in a gang, he was affiliated to a gang and all this stuff, so he just said, yeah, fuck it, fuck school. So he dropped out. But he made his wife now stay in school to get her high school diploma and like that. So I was gonna be the first son to ever walk, right? And so if you know me, and I'll just leave this off now as a hangover and just a teaser. Um, it will get really difficult really fast, and really tough situations and really heartbroken moments within these 2 or 3 months, right? So this was in March, April, right? When my counselor told me, yeah, you need to do part two. So I'll get to that in the next part 6. So thank you guys so much for watching this. If you liked the video, um, get that, just punch the fuck out of the like button. And so if you like it, share it with everyone, you know what I'm saying, from your mom, dad, aunts, uncles, sisters, whatever, anyone that knows me and everyone that doesn't know me, everyone you know as a viewer. It really helps when people can see my story, because it actually helps a lot of other people. This is the other reason why I'm doing this, because I just want to help people at the end of the day. And you will see very fast in these couple uh, parts coming very soon that it gets dark really fast, and I have to go way back when I met your cat. So yeah, if you like, you know, like this, like it. If you don't like it, it's okay. And so thank you so much, guys, for watching all this. And if you miss any parts of part 1, 2, 3, 4, uh, I'll be a link in the description below. And thank you guys so much. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, I will let you know on Snapchat, and also too on the description. I have all my social media accounts. So follow me on there. You'll get notified. I always post notifications of me recording parts. And if you want to be in my private story, I really, people in there will tell you I sneak peek a lot of stuff. But anyway, it's getting too long. Thank you guys so much for watching this and watching for this the whole entire time. Sorry guys, these past parts have been over 20 minutes. I told you of part 1 I wanted to be 10 to 15 minutes, which but I'd rather do 20-minute videos so I can get these series faster, and so I don't have to spend time, more and more time of this. But anyway guys, I love you guys, stay positive, and yeah, see you guys in the next video. Love you guys, bye.